Hey YouTube, Roger Zero here today with a new review, finally. Obviously from the box there you can see today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider OOO TaToBa combo. I got this in actually about a couple weeks ago, give or take. But then, of course, if you watch my last vlog, you know that I've been a little sick here lately, so the reviews had to slow down a little bit, unfortunately. But now that I'm doing better, they're gonna kick in, and I've got a lot of stuff to review, including this one. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Lots of weird stuff in the reflection on the box there that you can see. That's because my tripod for my phone has not gotten here yet, so I'm kind of having to rig it up very, very delicately, and I'm using an old camera to prop it up on, basically. So pay no attention to that reflection. It's going to be gone here in just a second. Um, so obviously, with this release, it came with the Ankh hand that you can see there, or Ankh as they've spelled it on there for some reason. We're going to go ahead and take a look at both boxes real quick. We'll just go ahead and start with the Ankh box just because it's small, and basically that's pretty much all there is to it. It's right here on the front of the box. You get a good shot of the Ankh hand there. It says Kamen Rider OOO's up here on top, Ankh on the side, the logo for OOO's down here on the bottom. Same stuff on the side, just the name over and over. Bottom has some very important Japanese text, I'm sure. And then the back of it here just shows the stand, basically how to put it together, how the arm attaches to it. So nothing super important, but very cool that they included that with the first wave of these figures. Now on to the box for OOO's. The box is very awesome. I love this box and how they have done the boxes for the OOO's release so far. Actually, Shinken Red's box is kind of detailed like this as well. Hello. This box is very highly reflective. But anyway, as you can see there, it has like kind of like an emboss. It's not as embossed as say the box for Fang Joker, but has that chrome mirrored text there that you can see. It says Kamen Rider OOO's just like all the newer Figuarts say. TaToBa combo. You can see how they've kind of represented the three core metals that he mainly uses for Takator and Bata there with the red and yellow and green circles. The logo down here, the description or the little kind of story behind Figuarts. Good shot of O's there on the side. Wraps around to that side of it as well. On this side you just get the plain black lettering. Nothing special there. The top has that mirrored finish as well for the lettering there. Continuation of the circles there. And then this side has the mirrored finish to the lettering as well, and the continuation of the three colored circles. Back of the box kind of sticks to the same Figuarts design that we're used to. Has a few nice action shots, continuing with the OOO's motif there, with it looking like the pictures are inside of a medal. Of course, colored there at the top with the red, yellow, and green for Takator Bata. Just a basic shot there, scanning the Metajaliber, and then some pose like he's, I don't know, Drunken Master or something, I have no idea. And then the epic pose with the claws from the Tora medal. So, yeah, basically, pretty much the same stuff on the back that we're used to, just very colorful now. And overall, it's probably one of my favorite boxes. I hope they continue that new style of box with all of the Figuarts. So, as always, we're going to leave this in the background here for a background, because it helps cover up all the stuff that you see there on the shelf back there. Go ahead and use the Ankh box as well. We'll take a look at Ankh first, just because he's quick to go over, and there's really not a lot to it. It does come with a Tamashii stand, which is really cool. I was really happy with that. You can see the stand there. It's kind of got the Ankh print design. I don't know what you'd really call it. It says Ankh on the stand. The Japanese text, I believe, says, "Don't mind the song." I don't really know what that means. I don't remember that quote from Ankh, but I'm sure it has some sort of meaning. As far as the hand goes, kind of zoom it in here. Let me get some focus going. There we go. The hand is very nicely detailed. It looks just like it does on the show, more or less. There is a tiny bit of articulation here on the wrist. It does move. It is on a ball joint like all other Figuarts are, which is pretty cool. I've pretty much left it in this pose since I got it. It just attaches. It's got a little peg hole on the back, and then the Tamashii stand just, pretty much attaches into it like that. But it's very, very nicely detailed. I was really happy that they included it. I think it looks excellent. It's a good representation of the hand from the show. And yeah, that's about it for that. You know, nice red coloring all about it. Oh, that's kind of, I guess, where they eat the, or not eat, but absorb the metals in the hand, I guess. I have no idea. But yeah, it looks really nice, and I was really happy they included that. So go ahead and set that there. We're just going to set it aside for now in the background. So let me refocus here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the accessories that it comes with real quick. Not going to worry about taking them out of the box because there's really no point. It comes with the claws for Tora. You can see they're both there. It comes with two sets of claws. It has one set for when they're not extended and they're just laying flat against his arm, which is what these are. And then it comes with another set that is extended, looking all Wolverine-like, which is what is currently on the figure, which you'll see in a moment. As far as hands goes, it comes with that is actually the metal holding hand, or not the metal, but the scanner holding hand. Grabby things hands and two fists. I actually have the splayed open martial arts style hands on the figure right now. It does come with the scanner, which is right there, but it's attached to the figure right now. And then, of course, it comes with the Metajalor, which, as Dawson would say, is completely pointless and useless for a weapon. So, you know, basic selection of accessories that we've all come and known. I'm getting all tongue-tied now. Known, that we like. That's what I'm trying to say. But I was trying to be all fancy with it and sounded stupid. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the figure here in just a second. I just picked it up and popped the kneecap off, so let me get that reattached. Damn you, Oz, you're making me look bad. Stop it. Of course, I was impatient, so you know the box back there was already empty, as you saw at the beginning, and he was already posed all epic-like and stuff. Now, I do have some complaints about the figure, but we'll get to that in a minute after we actually see him. So here is Kamen Rider Oz in the TaToBa combo. Right out of the box, he looks fantastic. He's definitely one of my top Figuarts as far as overall looks compared to the show goes, which, I mean, they're all close to it, but I don't know, something about the different colors and stuff just really kind of stands out for this particular rider, and I thought it looked really good right out of the box. We'll go ahead and look at the detail on the figure real quick, and then we'll move into articulation because that's kind of where I had some problems with it. So we'll go ahead and move him in close here and get some focus going. Maybe. Focus. Okay. Focus. Phone, you're making me look bad. Stop it. There we go. Focus on the chest. So anyway, taking a look here at the top of it, you can see here that the head sculpt is done very nicely. The representation for Taka is done excellently. The red has that same metallic kind of chrome finish to it. Compound eyes, as always, done in a nice green color. The chest logo looks fantastic. I was really impressed with how they got all the detailing on that, especially for the top part for Taka, because it's always been the smallest part, and you can see there they did a fantastic job on the detailing. The entire logo looks really, really good. I love how they were able to keep the continuation for the bata portion going down into the legs and everything, and the Tora kind of extends into the arms, you can see there, and even Taka, you can see it there on the neck, how it continues from the top piece up into the actual head. Easy there. Detail work, the molding and sculpt and color work all throughout the figure are very, very nicely done. Probably one of the most colorful of the Figuarts, obviously. Really nice. I was almost going to say kind of a goldish yellow, but it's really not at all. It's more of just a straight up yellow. Very nice yellow on the arms and the mid portion there for the chest for Tora. The sculpt and paint and everything on the actual driver is fantastic. There's sort of a translucent look to the metals that you can see there. I don't know if it's picking up as well on camera. Of course, there are 3 metals in there, different colors to represent the actual combo. The belt is very nicely done as well. It looks really good. The coin, or not the coin, but the metal holder over here does not open. I think it does come off. I don't know. I'm not going to pull it off because it always makes it loose if you do. So I'm going to leave it on there. The scanner looks really nice. There is, a little hole there for him to grab it with the grabby scanner hand that it comes with. The scanner just attaches with a peg there on the side. It doesn't actually slide in. It just, pokes in there. Excuse me. Very nice detailing there for the legs. Nice continuation for the bata there. It kind of does have a raised kind of feel to it for the green portion here on the legs. And then nice overall paintwork and molding and stuff on the feet as well. Really good looking overall. I was really impressed with it, like I said. My major complaint with the figure, which I've heard others have it as well, and I'm not normally one to nitpick about it, but I was really disappointed with the head. So we'll go ahead and talk about the articulation and start with the head, because you can see there, I mean, this thing is just like super loose. I mean, unfortunately, I can't even really pose it like looking up, because as soon as I, pose it up, it just falls right back down. There's no grip or no tightness to it at all. I mean, it's basically just kind of on there. I mean, which, I mean, it's not an exclusive or anything like that, so it's not as disappointing as, say, something like Skull, but it's still a little disappointing, for the first wave of it. Obviously there are probably going to be a little bit of problems, but, that was just really disappointing that, I can't have it looking up or anything. It just, it's always either there or looking down, but, it wouldn't stop me from buying the figure. It's just disappointing. And then the other complaint I had was the midsection. Mine is really loose here as well. You can see that pretty easily. I mean, I'm barely moving it, and it's flopping like it's a flag in the wind. So, other than that, though, I really didn't have any other complaints. There was a tiny little spot on the Metajaliber where the paint didn't get completely applied, but I really hadn't planned on posing it with it anyway, so I wasn't as worried about that. But aside from that, standard articulation for the Figuarts, full 360 rotation, shoulder moves up and down, the shoulder pads move, double jointed elbows, ball joint for the wrists. The claws have no movement at all. There's just, you can pull the hand off there, and it's kind of like the anklets and the wrist guards or armor or whatever that was on the double figures. It just slides on there. Standard movement for the chest and the torso, or the waist. They're both articulated. The leg piece goes up and down there, and then is also on its own independent ball joint. Double jointed knees as always, and then ball joints for the ankles. So, aside from the little nitpicks for the loose joints, which I think can be fixed, aside from those, I really like this Figuart, and I'm really glad that I picked it up and was able to get it in the first wave, namely because it came with Ankh, which was really cool. And overall, I would definitely recommend it to anyone that is a fan of Figuarts, especially if you're a fan of O's. You may still be able to find it with this if you're lucky. Currently, I don't know of anywhere this got it in stock. O's stuff sells like crazy for some reason, and it's like ridiculously popular in Japan, to the fact that the American version of Ami Ami isn't even getting stock of some things because they're selling it to the Japanese market first, which is understandable. So if you can get this figure, definitely pick it up. I definitely think it's worth the money, especially for the first wave that came with the Ankh hand. I don't know if they're doing it for future releases, but, great Figuart overall. Don't let the little bit of the loose joints there sway you from getting this. It's definitely one that's worth picking up. So I think that'll about do it for now. Got some more reviews coming up, so definitely stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching this one. Be sure to check us out on RidersRangersandRambles.com. Everything's good to go there now. We were able to get the dedicated server. We've got some other big plans in the works for the website as well. So definitely check us out there. Continue to comment, rate, subscribe my videos. I appreciate it very much. The subscriber base is growing every day, so thank you guys. And yeah, I think that'll about do it. So thanks for watching. Till next time, take